All right, here, guys. I think we just about got everything started. Looks like we're, I don't know, 15, 16 people that are on there. So we'll go ahead and get started and talk about a couple things. Then we will wrap up with what we're doing. So, first off, a couple things we got to go over for AP Computer Science. Okay. So, as far as our class as a whole goes, obviously everything's been disrupted with the whole COVID-19 coronavirus stuff. So it's uncertainty. We don't know whether or not we're going to go back. What we're going to do. So Advanced Kentucky has come out and said that first off, the one kind of important thing you need to take from this is there is no AP Computer Science Principles exam this year. They have taken that out completely. Other subjects have moved to like a transitional online test. That's not how they're doing computer science. They are doing it just away with it. So you all don't do. Wow, you don't have to worry about taking any AP course or AP exam at the end. The whole multiple choice thing, you just don't have to do. So that's kind of the first thing I wanted to make sure that you knew. So mentally, you could just kind of know what you're going to have to do later on at the end of the year. But the second thing is, as we talked about, the create performance task. So the performance task is still a thing. So we are going to start to work on that probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. But it normally would have been due about mid-April to late April. But they have extended that since there is no AP exam for computer science. They've extended that to the end of the year, basically. I think it's May 27th is the date. Let me see if I got it right here. Yeah. So these are the two things that, like I said, I want you to remember. Number one, no AP Computer Science Principles exam this year. So don't have to worry about that. Just talked about that. Number two, the Create Performance task is still active, but the due date has been extended to May 27th. So that's basically all I wanted to touch base with you on and talk about a little bit. I did want to go over some of those things about the, let's go right here, about the actual Create task. So first off, if you log into College Board and you go to the course, AP Computer Science Principles, and you click the exam right here, all right, that is what's going to take you to your resources. So if you scroll down here, you can do a written response template. You can do the assessment overview. The overview is here. So preparing what you need to do, guidelines, that's the stuff we went over with the Explore task. You can read through those if you want to, but we will definitely go through those at a later date. Also, you can scroll down here to the main bottom of the exam page. And just like it gives you, 7 or 8, 9 different examples of Explore responses, it does the same thing for these Create responses. So what I would suggest is go on here and just view a couple of these. If you go over here to the commentary, that's where it gives you this. And it tells you like row 1 here, what you have to do for response to A. So it's very similar to the Explore as far as the written, except the fact that you're going to do a lot of coding on this one. So if you scroll down to the main bottom, it will tell you there's sample student A. So they got an 8 out of 8. So it's kind of scored the same way. So you could go over here to the website, go to student A, see their stuff. You could go back over here, look at student B. Student B was also an 8 out of 8. You can go back over here, look at student B. This is a video of their program that they wrote. So we'll just watch that real quick. So you can see they wrote a program. Literally, you just move around that green block around the screen, try to capture those, and there's E1 and E2, which are enemies. And that's it. That's their Create task. They created a simple little game that just allows it to flow, allows it to go, and you just have to submit a screen capture of whatever game you have functioning, and then you'll also have to submit the code. And then you see when they hit the enemy, it stopped, restart, it has that cycle. And then as far as the written part of it, they would have had to submit a lot of their code proving that it was unique, first off, that you didn't just copy and paste it from somebody else. And secondly, proving that you checked all the boxes. So you have algorithms, you have loops, you have different things that are working together to complete that task. So those are the things that we'll try to focus on. So for right now, Go back over here. All right. For right now, just continuing code.org. I'm going to say we'll probably get through lesson 12 before we start to transition into the create. We may have to strategically kind of pick one lesson here or there, but overall, we'll be moving kind of past just doing code.org lessons here in about a week. So try to catch up. I know a lot of y'all are behind. Not been working on the code.org lessons. Get on there and work on them. Okay. Other than that, just stay on top of it. I'll connect with you all on Google Classroom, let you know when everything else is going to happen, when that's going to transition into focusing on the create task. But again, that will be fairly soon, where you have to create your own program, whether it be a game, a music app, or something to that extent, or like the guy told us in the first review session that we had, it can be a program that just draws a shape. Okay. So it doesn't have to be anything too crazy or too elaborate. And the other thing is that review session, we were going to have another one of those. We won't. So whether or not we come back to school or not, we'll see. I hope we do. If we don't, that's a real possibility. But if we don't, we'll do everything on here, connect online through Google Classroom and through these streams and through different things. So just make sure that you stay on top of your work. Pay attention to Google Classroom. When stuff is posted, respond and engage and do everything that you're supposed to do. So other than that, I think that is it. So if you need anything, let me know. And other than that, we will talk to you all soon.